Leo, hi, how are you? I'm just coming in here. We're going to have some coffee and I'm going to do a reading for December 2021 for Leo. It's a general reading. You know the drill. Take what does. Yeah, it won't resonate with everybody. Take what does, leave what doesn't. Alright. Oops. If you're new to my channel, thank you so much for popping in. I hope you come back and come see me again. And for you guys that have been here before, I really do appreciate it. It means a lot. Alright, what are we going to do for Leo? Alright, we got the Emperor, the Seven of Cups, and the Strength card. There you are. You popped up. Alright, let's see what else we got. Oops. The Queen of Cups, the Star card, and the Ace of Cups. Six of Coins, the Page of Cups, and Justice. Alright, Leo, let's see what we could find out from this, and then I'll clarify with another deck and see what kind of story we could tell. It looks like starting out you're having a very, very strong sense of authority in, I don't know, whatever the situation is, possibly in your job, in your social life, being able to make the hard decisions, you're able to like handle things as far as, where if you need to assert yourself, you can. And you're not like, I don't want to, not like a dictator or nothing like that, but just a matter of very, very strong and very in power at the moment of this situation. And it's funny because in your strengths, your card showed up over here, the Strength card, and that pretty much just shows like a strong will and willpower and making sure that you know how to handle things. But it's almost like you're handling them softly. Like, I think it's more like diplomacy and making sure, kind of like how do you get more flies to honey? Something like that. Than vinegar. In that kind of sense. So even though you are coming across as this authority figure, you are actually handling things in a softer sense. So, which probably makes it's a lot more reasonable and acceptable in whatever situation you're in, just to not be all, this strong, going to go to the military person. Whereas you can be just, kind of just sweet and there and whatever. But then you have a lot of options here. And these options, I'm not sure where they come from. This can be in a romantic situation. This could be in just your regular life. This could be in your family. And I think you need to look at these options and decide what you want to take and know which ones are actually kind of real and viable, and which ones are like kind of pie in the sky. So you have to decide that, and that's where the Emperor energy comes in, because you got to make these hard decisions based on what options that are really that you're going to take or you're going to try for. Now I got the Queen of Cups and Star and Ace of Cups. Well, the first thing looks like, all right, you are probably wishing on a star type of feelings. You're really hopeful about something coming down or something happening. And now you have this Queen of Cups energy. Now this could be you, male or female. And like, it doesn't have to be a Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces. It could just, you may be having the characteristics of the Queen of Cups, where it's like, very nurturing and devoted and, motherly and loving. And whereas you have a lot of emotions, but you have an ability to control the feelings that you don't want out, or that you want to be able to control your emotions. And even though they're, you have tons of them, but there's another Queen of Cups card I have in another deck, and her cup that has the bird on top of it here Well, the other one it has it, and it has a lid on top of it. And I don't have one here, but there's a king. Even in the king of cups in the other deck, he doesn't have a lid on his emotions. So, as much as he seems to be in control, the queen of cups is actually more in control of her emotions. I mean, she got a whole shit ton, not a lot of them, but she's in control of them. And so I think it's you might be sitting inside these characteristics, like, male or female, that doesn't matter. Nurturing and kind and wanting to take care of others and trying to be, that person people can, depend on, and you always want to help out, but you also want to be able to control the way you feel to be able to be this strong person, this nice, this soft and kind strength person, but then also this very strong authority person. So I think when you have to do that and you choose those options, you're going to incorporate the feelings of this Queen of Cups because you're wishing for something. So you're like kind of, maybe you're very hopeful that something's going to come out for you. And this cup, this is like a whole ton load of emotions and these feelings that's available to you and what you want to put out. And it's like, they're new, and it's, I think you want to maybe explore them. Like maybe, I don't know where you're at in your life. What am I doing? I don't know where you're at in your life, but I feel like you might want to explore these new emotions, and you're wishing for something to come of them. Now, I don't know if this is a relationship you're thinking about, or, just, maybe, because it could be anything. It doesn't have to be a romantic relationship, and not platonic. It could be familial, a family relationship, with children, with, parents, with siblings. Like, so I just feel like you want to bring all that in. Like, you want that more than you had. Not that you didn't have a lot, but you want more, which is okay, right? Because we have the Six of Coins, the Page of Cups, and Justice. I'm just looking. This is like, this whole, you guys can't see it because I can't move my camera, but like every card is like blue. It's like this blue and this light kind of, it feels very nice, just very light and airy, and just everything is nice. But anyway, back to this. So you have the Six of Coins, and I feel like this is a balance thing. So you're looking for balance in a situation in your life, and not that you don't want, I'm sure you want to be generous with people, you want to be able to accept help and offer help and do that kind of stuff, but I feel like it's a balance thing. So maybe you're looking to have balance in your life because, at first, an emperor, authority guy, and then you've got a little taste of what it feels like to be, the strength with kindness and compassion and diplomacy. And maybe when you were picking those options, that felt more like you, that felt better to you. And then you come down here with this Queen of Cups, and like I said, it's nurturing and understanding and motherly, and then this wishing on a star. So now I'm wondering what you were wishing for, because then you have all this cup full of these feelings and these emotions, and you want to share it. Like, you want it to come back to you, you want to give it out. Like, it feels very strong. And then that balance come down from the Emperor. And this one in the middle is this Page of Cups. And he's like like this whole new start. Again, in like emotions and feelings. And again, it doesn't necessarily have to be romantic. I don't think it is. But this, and I always love this little fishy guy in there, because it's always like, reminds me of like a surprise. So there's going to be all these feelings and emotions and everything coming with a surprise. So that's what it feels like to me. It's definitely going to be a surprise. Or not necessarily a surprise, but it's going to come with a surprise. Almost like, Cracker Jack box. You're just always going to be like, I got this. and this. That feeling. And then you got this justice. That's interesting. Well, that can go along with the balance, fairness and everything like that. But I want to clarify because, I want to feel like if you have something going on in the courts that needs balance and fairness. Let me clarify and then I'll get back down to that. What do you got for the Emperor? What do you got this Emperor for Leo? Emperor for Leo. And 10 of Coins. And Death. Alright, well, 10 of Coins, it's alright, so you have... Now, this could be money, where, you build up a legacy and something that's going to be coming in no matter what. It's going to keep building and it's going to be able to, sustain you for a long period of time. And then you have the Death card, which is transformation, change. And I'm guessing so, maybe if this was a change from this Emperor type, this Emperor type characteristics, and the change from that to what's over here with this, softer strength. But it's alright, well, was the Emperor the one that gave you all this legacy type, money or whatever it was that you were going to be able to pass down to your family? And then you have to make that change. So you already have the 10 of Coins, so it's not like you're going to lose anything. What about the 7 of Cups? The Page of Coins. And the 10 of Swords. I'm wondering, alright, so if you, as your characteristics of the Emperor, is what was able to get you the 10 of Coins. That's sustainability. And then there was a change. And you were able to change because you already accomplished what you wanted to accomplish and you moved on and you had all those options to choose from. So then you get the Page of Coins along with the 10 of Swords. And the Page of Coins tells almost like messages about a way to make, profits or abundance or however that could work. And the 10 of Swords is an ending. So I don't think it was an ending it's just because the Death card is change and something has to die out for something new to begin. So that had to end. So whatever had to end after you were picking your options. And then you had the Strength card. Hold on. The Ace of Swords and the 6 of Swords. Alright, so I'm thinking, alright, you're going to be moving out of rough waters. So even if it wasn't rough waters, I think it was just something, whatever the situation was, didn't serve you anymore. And you had a new idea, a new way to think of things. So you had this Page of Coins was a part of those options, and now you're moving away from that situation, and now you have a new idea. So possibly after this 10, you were going to start something new, and maybe you just decided, no, I'd just rather end it, and you have a new idea. And sorry, I keep talking it like it's in the past. This didn't even happen yet. But well, actually, it could have. But time's fluid. Oops. All right, Queen of Cups. And the 8 of Cups. And 5 points. All right, so I think once you moved out of whatever this was, maybe it was just not serving you anymore, and you had these new ideas. But then you had to move away from something that what it depicted is of you moving away from something you put a lot of time into. A lot of feelings, a lot of effort. Maybe you felt left out because of that. Like you felt like you lost something. Since you had to leave what you knew, basically. What about this star? Temperance. And Two of Coins. So I feel like you're taking the time. You have to like take some patience and try to find the perfect mix in a situation. And keeping yourself again with the balance, because now you have the Two of Coins too. And now you're juggling you're juggling something, and you're trying to find balance and trying to make things work. Even if they're getting, maybe they're getting a little bit carried away, or maybe not even carried away, because it doesn't actually look like you're sad juggling. It just looks like you're juggling. So maybe just, this is something you have to do to keep the perfect mix going on. Seven of Swords and the Three of Coins. I feel like you might be getting some kind of cooperation from people in whatever this regard is. Now again, it might be your job, might be a business that you were starting, wanted to start. So I feel like there's cooperation and teamwork getting involved. But we have the Seven of Swords energy, and this is kind of always seems if people aren't being truthful, or if, they could be out and out lying, but sometimes it's not that. Sometimes just you have to watch, like when you're doing paperwork and, making sure you don't sign something wrong without reading it, or, making sure you read all the small print. And I feel like that's a situation that you might want to be, just be aware of. Just in whatever situation you're in, that you're getting this teamwork, you got the cooperation, and, what you wanted from people in that sense. You're working together with things, but make sure you're watching what you're signing. Make sure that, all the T's are crossed and all the I's are dotted, and you're not missing something. Let's see about the Six of Coins. Page of Swords and Seven of Coins. Oh, isn't that interesting? All right, so it looks like the Page of Swords, that could be just news coming into you. Sometimes it could be disappointing news, just not what you were hoping for. But sometimes it's just news. So let's just say, but it's pertinent news. Like it's important news coming from around here. After you got all this cooperation, this teamwork, and what was going on, I feel like this news might be coming from there. And then you got this Seven of Coins on top of the Six of Coins, which is kind of cool. But this is like where you're just working to build up something. So I feel like you're going to, whatever you built up over here, this Ten of Coins, I feel like you're doing it again. And it might be slower, but doesn't mean it's not going to happen. And I think that you might have shifted your path. You changed your path somewhere. Whereas instead of being this authoritarian person that's going to make people work because, well, you better work, or, I'm going to be mean to you, you went to that soft, kinder, diplomatic strength person that you could get more things easier. And that's why it went all this these light blue cards are pretty. And I just have to show you. Like all of them. Oops. Like they all have this blue. And that to me is just kind of like, it's like peaceful, and it's hopeful, and it's nice. And so I feel like you went from that, and now you're just building up again with that, that nice strength person. But let's see what this Page of Cups. King of Cups and the Fool. Oh, okay. Yeah, so now on the Page of Cups, I told you about that little surprise with the feelings and emotions and stuff. You got this King of Cups and the Fool coming out. Now the Fool is, going to take a new path, going to try something new, where they got almost like a child like, and like, just childlike abandon. Not even worried about how it's going to turn out because you're pretty sure it's going to turn out good. Like, you already feel that it's going to be good, and it's just like because it's not something you ever really did, so you find it like naive but just like, I'm going to go do this. There's a whole path, and I'm taking it. And then you got this King of Cups energy, so this might be somebody, somebody in your environment that's, just very engaged and very nurturing and very wants to be a shoulder to cry on, and he wants to make sure everybody around him is okay and takes care of everybody. And now he actually is different than the queen, because the queen, I told you that she has a lid on her cup, whatever. Well, he is afraid to get too involved because he doesn't want to get hurt. He actually is afraid to put himself out there, which is kind of weird. I didn't know that until very recently too. And I'm just thinking, if this is your new characteristic, where you feel, you feel like this, where you want to be that nurturing, shoulder to cry on person, but that might be a part of it too. I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to be, but where you're just going to be involved in people more than being the boss of people. Because that's why I feel like you were over here. You were the boss of people. And then as it came down, you just literally want to be involved with people. And, being engaged in their lives, the ones that you're involved with, that, you're around. And this could be a job. I'm just not saying it's not. But just could be something that kind of like shifted wherever that was. You shifted your path. And I think you went to just a different one. And we got the Knight of Cups and the Tower. All right. So that's on top of the Justice. Now with the Knight of Cups, I'm feeling like somebody might be offering you friendship, love. And with this Tower, I feel like something might not have been able to stand. Now, don't know exactly what situation was being on top of the Justice. I don't know if you had something say in the courts or say something law, and maybe it wasn't holding up, and it might have had to fall, because if something doesn't have a strong foundation, it's not going to stay. The universe will knock it right out of the way. But I feel like when that happens, this happens. So it's almost like something comes from it. So if something went down, remember I said about I don't know, whatever the paperwork was or whatever this was. So if something goes down with that, and it comes out that whatever was, if this was a law thing, and something comes down with it, and the Tower comes out, and it doesn't work out, something comes out of it. And I feel like you would almost be happier with that, or just as happy with that. Let me just see something. I'm just going to see if I can get any... Oops. I saw you flip. Well, I got the Page of Staffs. And the Ten of Cups and the Five of Swords. Alright, I feel like if that's the case, because of whatever happened here, what this Justice was supposed to be, and that Tower made it fall, the Knight of Cups came out, and I feel like you're looking into something new, something adventurous, something passionate, something that you're really interested in getting involved in. And I feel like it's going to be very wishes come true. Like, you're going to be very happy, very content, and feeling like, and whether this is a love relationship or not, but you're going to feel really good about, who's around you, what you're doing, how you feel. And I also feel like you are going to make sure that you don't do something bigger than you should. So maybe if you were like having all that juggling going on here somewhere, maybe it was a matter of, okay, maybe I need to stop juggling right now because I don't want to take on more than I need to. Because if it's too big, then it's not going to get done. And, if it's just right, I can make it happen. So, it's all right. All right, Leo, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope this made sense. I like this story. It's really cool. And I love this blue. The blue is all over the place. It's awesome. But anyway, if you guys enjoyed it, if you can give me a thumbs up, share, subscribe, write me a comment. I'd love to hear from you. Love to know if it resonated. And I will be seeing you back if you come back in for the new moon readings. And I'm going to try to get them out before December 4th. All right. Talk to you.